It's been over a year, guys, since you've seen the start of this flip. It's July 25th, and me and my partners, things moved very slow. A lot of issues with the county getting permits, settlement delays. It rained a lot for like an entire month. But nonetheless, we are finished. We are going to hit the market actually tomorrow. So we took the ugliest house on the block and made it into a beauty, made it into the best house on the block. Of course, before we start, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 5,000, guys, so all the help that you can provide will help me out greatly. But let's get to the tour. So yeah, let's take a tour from the outside. Of course, there have been some major changes to the exterior, starting with the shutters, brand new windows throughout the entire property. Of course, we power washed the brick. Right here, of course, we changed the railing. We just gave it an entire facelift. So like when you look at the curb appeal, it looks totally different. New door, of course, again, new rails, power wash, new shutters, brand new windows, again, a little bit more landscaping to match the exterior of the house. And of course, if we go back here, we gave it a new fence. Of course, the landscaping, all new grass, of course, like I mentioned, brand new mulch. But the back is where we ran into pretty much the entirety of the issue. There were permits that were pulled, there were permits that were denied, accepted, and we had to make changes because the structure of what we were going to do changed. So let's go to the back to show you exactly, man, what happened, because this was kind of crazy to me. All right, guys, this is where our headache lied, right there. This small piece right here took about 2 to 3 months just for permits. But once we got the permits, once we got the go ahead, everything was done within the matter of a week or so. But man, we put in a permit for a different type of structure we were looking to put here. We didn't want to go with that anymore, so the county asked for more permits for what we were looking to do. They accepted it. Of course, the things changed. They denied it. Every step of the way, we just had to go in, apply, and get a new permit. And that took a lot of time from the county just to get just this right here. This right here was my headache. It was my problem child. But as you see, it's done. We added a deck that wasn't there before. And the reason we added the deck is because it adds a lot of value to a property. At first, you just had the door with the rail. You couldn't do anything right here, but we added that specific feature just to make people, enjoy the property a little bit more. And again, that just adds a little value. Of course, as you see, the fencing, we took all the vegetation off, pretty much majority of the fence. There's still some overgrow over there, but over there we made some new fence. It was messed up. But yeah, the backyard looks good to go. Of course, new AC furnace there. This entryway was our problem child, man. It was crazy. But let's go inside. I have a lot more to show y'all. I'm excited to show y'all what we done to the interior. All right, gang, we are inside the house. There has been a lot of changes. Of course, LVP throughout the entire property. We changed the handles right here. And as you remember, this was a closed off kitchen. The refrigerator was somewhere right here. We moved it, pushed it back. We opened the wall. This just makes it much more open. Pantry there. We pushed all the appliances over here. Nice window. And of course, there was a window right here, which we covered and put this refrigerator there. So of course, we made this a lot more open just to, again, increase the functionality, increase the feng shui to this property. One thing that I love that we did, we added this chair molding. So instead of just blank walls, this chair molding adds a lot more character to the property. And that's one of the touches that we do just to make our property stand out from a lot of the other properties that have been flipped, because people don't put that small detail that can actually change a property and make somebody say yes or no to it. So again, that's something that we did. One of the personal touches that we usually put in our flips. But I want to talk to you about numbers really quick as we toured through the entire property. Of course, the rooms stayed the same. We didn't do too much to the rooms outside of paint, change the doors, and put LVP. Same bathroom here. So, of course, this is the primary bedroom. We have the primary bath there. It has a separate bath. So we turned this from a 3-bedroom, 2-bath property to a 4-bedroom, 3-bath property, which adds tons of value. So yeah, let's jump back out here, and I want to talk to y'all about numbers and what made this deal a really good and attractive deal. Although we were under this entire process for a very long time, it just makes the deal that much better. So yeah, the numbers make a lot of sense. Of course, although we were in this process for an entire year, the numbers still are in our favor. So of course, we purchased it for $265,000. Initially, we were looking to sell it for about $460,000, but we're on the market right now for $489,000, $490,000 essentially. But of course, as investors, we have to make sure that the numbers make sense. Real estate investing, real estate flipping is a numbers game. So of course, again, the purchase price was $265,000, and we got that by taking 70% of the ARV, which again, at that time, we thought was about $460,000. And then we, of course, had to deduct the repair costs. The repair costs ended up being about $120,000, a little bit more due to the delays, but around $120,000. And ultimately, that led us to this list price, which is $489,000. And that's just a tremendous buy in this current market. There's a property right around the corner that's a lot smaller. That's listed at $508,000. So of course, we take a look at our competition and make sure that we list it at the right price, not only to attract buyers, but to entice a multiple offer situation. You know, it's pricing strategy, enticing a multiple offer situation. That way we can ultimately end up at a higher price. People don't ask for things, very small things around the house. They come in as is. They know what it is. Again, multiple offer situation, everybody trying to outbid each other, ultimately leading to a higher price and a very easy transaction. And if you think I'm talking fast, I'm not talking fast, you just listening slow. So let's go downstairs. Let's take a look at the 4th bedroom and the additional bathroom that we put down here. So yeah, downstairs we added an additional bedroom and an additional full bathroom. So let's take a tour down here. Of course, this entire area was just studs. There was nothing, it was unfinished. But as you see, we made it into a masterpiece. Let's go back over here. This is of course your rec room area. We have a wood burning fireplace. We did a great job with this mantle here. Of course, we just left this as open space. As we come through, one thing that I love about this property is that we have a tankless hot water heater that saved us a lot of space. There was a 60-gallon hot water heater that we really wanted to move, trying to figure out the best way to do that. But ultimately, the best way to do that was to add this tankless hot water heater, which is new. This is like the millennial, the Gen Z of hot water heater, guys. Pay attention, all right? New washer dryer, Gen Z washer dryer. You could put an office right here, Gen Z job market, guys. Come through. Gen Z floors. Look at this room. Window. Full closet. Beautiful. Voila. Come here. And of course, we added the bathroom. We have beautiful tile laid down, beautiful nickel and gold finishes that blend very well together. Beautiful tile that we chose. And of course, one thing I love is about this property is all the doors have this unique structure, and of course some matte black interior, matte black finishes just to make it pop a little bit more. Of course, this is the utility closet. We had to move the HVAC unit. So this is a brand new 2025 HVAC unit. And of course, the electrical panel, sump pump, our utilities. Majority of utilities are in this room. It's an unfinished room. You can use it for storage as well. And as we come back, let's check out our problem child right here. What this was a storm door. So when you walk out, it was just pitch black because it was a door over top. But as you see, you can walk out to your backyard. This was our problem child, but this again is something that adds value because it increases the functionality. One thing I keep mentioning is the functionality of the property. That this really adds a lot of value because people can come in and see themselves hosting, see themselves cooking out. You have easy access from the backyard to this full bathroom. So it's a lot of advantages to adding functional pieces to your property. And that's one thing our investors focus on primarily and that you should focus on when you're flipping your house. But listen, I hope you enjoyed the tour. We have a lot more to go. We have a lot more properties to flip, but I'm getting a call. He can wait. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what your favorite part of the house was. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you all's comments. But it's your favorite realtor, your favorite investor signing out.